Operation Maelstrom. Right there.
Oh, hello out there and welcome to another episode of Greetings from Derbyland, the only online internet web series that covers a whole bunch of Derby, and if you don't like that, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man. I'm the New Jersey Knight, so that's what you call me. Or you, his NJ Knightness, or NJ Knighter, or LNJ Knighterino if you're not into the whole brevity thing.
I'm the voice of Virginia, KVD.
And we are here to talk to you about the hustling and bustling white Russian events that are taking place in our little section of the map of Derbyland. Hopefully a larger, broader section of the map of Derbyland. Now, this particular episode of Greetings from Derbyland didn't take us to large, broader... Nope. No. 5 minutes from this set as we were at Golden Skate World. See Fredericksburg Roller Derby take on Mason-Dixon Roller Vixens.
Yes. Mason-Dixon, by the way, we're very familiar with. You may have seen them on an earlier episode of Greetings from Derbyland this year. We've been kind of following them for a couple of years now, since our first season. They kind of, I think they were one of the last bouts we called our first year.
No,
it was towards the end.
We didn't call it.
No,
we just watched. We just watched.
Good.
We're like, who are they?
And of course, we got to see our good friend of the show, the Mighty Isis. Why does that always come out that way?
I can't do it.
Every time I say it normally, and it comes out the Mighty Isis. I don't understand.
Right, I don't have that baritone voice, so I can't say it. So I'm going to refer to you whenever we say it.
That's fine. This was a Mason-Dixon that we know and love. This was... Mason-Dixon this season overall has had a fairly good year. The episode, though, that we covered already, we've told them this, so it's nothing new. They did well against RCR, a team that is on the rise in our market right now, just jumping in leaps and bounds, but not necessarily the Mason-Dixon we're used to seeing. This bout, on the other hand, is the Mason-Dixon we're used to seeing, the hard-hitting Mason-Dixon, the ones that, I'm talking to several skaters who don't normally bruise, that have bruises all over them. It was a hard-fought bout.
Someone said it right.
Yeah, just giving you a setup. You're not going to take it?
No.
Okay, that's fine. I figured I'd offer. Just being a good friend and co-host.
No, mine's way better than that.
Oh, God. This is going to be fun. We should, by the way, go ahead and sync our audio. No, we should just go ahead and go to some bout footage?
Sure.
All right, here we have the opening jam of the game. This is going to be TI for FRD.
And Slambellina for Mason-Dixon, as we see TI juking and jiving, trying to get past the Mighty Isis. See, I can't say it right, but right as I said that, Slambellina takes her first of...
No.
Well, no.
We called that live, too.
We called it live. We're like, whoops.
That was a track cut.
Our mistake, and that's why TI takes... Lead jammer and a power jam.
Not somebody you want to give that to?
Absolutely not.
You may be noticing, by the way, that the action is a little bit smoother. We have switched down to 720, but up to 60 frames a second now, as some feedback we've got from some people that their footage was a little hard to follow. So it should be a little smoother. I'm definitely... It's a whole different world watching this. Ooh, look at this. A rematch of Battle of the All-Stars, the Mighty Isis versus TI, and she gets it.
She gets by the Mighty Isis. See, I kind of did it. Kind of did it a little,
5 in the sky.
For TI, like a big pizza pie. That's amore.
Still trying to get through here. This jam, I believe, goes the distance from what I remember. Slambellina not able to call it off. TI trying to get an early open lead here for FRD. Knowing that Mason-Dixon is a team you have to get a lead on as quick as possible and hold it as long as you can. If you sleep on them at all, it's bad. TI going to the box. That's why this one went the full distance. It looks like a back block called by Kristi Cream.
And, of course, lead jammer goes into the box. Lead jammer status is lost. We go to full 2.
5 in the sky there from T. Ashley, one of our other jam refs.
Yes.
Not a face we're normally seeing.
No, but always good to see her.
Isis still just such a track general. Whenever she's out there, she's in control of the pack, and there's no question. 5 more points on the board there, tying us coming out. 7-5 here in the first jam. Here we have Mosh Pit Mama from Fredericksburg Roller Derby.
And we have Trouble Dutch for Mason Dixon Roller Vixens.
Trouble Dutch had
By the official, unofficial stats that are rarely official, she had 5 lead jam status, 53 points. Could be off with the points. It was kind of hard to gather points in this night. As I say that, Trouble Dutch takes one of her 5 lead jam status.
You see Mosh finding holes, does get past Isis through that. She's now eligible to score. Mosh, one of the only jammers other than TI, really, that we generally see that found somehow, some way to get through Isis. And this one, she got around her.
Yeah, you don't really get through Isis, you just go around.
She did have one. I remember we even said she phased through her. TI just can meet the brute force with brute force.
Right.
Just how she does it. That's how she gets by anybody, let's be honest here.
That's why we stay on her good side.
Yes. Definitely always try to. There we go. There's the Doomsday Superman punch between Isis and Betty. Ooh, good hit from Smack. Yeah. It was Smack. Good job. And here we're going to have Thin Mint from Fredericksburg Roller Derby.
And Philadelphia. Mason Dixon Roller Vixens.
Everybody lining up here. It looks like there's 4-on-4. No pack advantage here starting. Nobody's in the box. But Isis, look at her stalking her prey. Yes.
Yes, this is the one where, the bad joke of, I have a math problem. Oh, really? What is it? I don't know. Oh, I'll just go, okay.
What is 2 and 5 divided by 26?
I don't know. I don't care, let's go.
Oh, it's this jam. Okay, yeah. Again, Isis and Betty both out there. This is going to be Philadelphia lead jammer on this one.
Philadelphia had 3 lead jam status with 10 points.
It's a good game. Good showing from her.
And Thin Mint had 5 lead jam status with 13 points.
A good game from her. She's had a pretty good season this year, especially coming back from an injury. You never know. She doesn't know if she's going to miss a step at all. Thin Mint going for a star pass here to Betty Bare Knuckles. Betty and Isis scrapping. Betty getting by her. She did get by her. This is one of those, what do you do? Do you keep going and hope that you didn't go out or the ref didn't see it? She did the right thing. She goes back behind. Even watching it in the clip, I'm not 100% positive the track cut.
There was a pack in the way.
I don't blame her at all. It's just that smart mind that Betty has.
That's exactly what we wanted to see going into this. Betty versus Isis.
Really why we're showing this clip is just to see these two scrapping. The rest of it, MBS, one of our sponsors, almost getting taken out.
Well, you run the risk of in that watering hole.
Yeah, so true. You see just good hits from both these players. And this one does go the distance. Philadelphia definitely, using this to her advantage. One more good solid hit there. That one wasn't even from Isis. That was from the pivot, who I didn't even see who it was. 306.
That would be
Pink Medusa. As Madman Skater Mouth would say, basically.
Yeah.
This one gets called off there right at the end.
But it's fine. All of those whistles.
All right, Thin Mint for Fredericksburg Roller Derby.
And once again, Slambolina for Mason Dixon.
Already going. Look at the walls on both teams holding these jammers in. Here we are towards the end of the game.
End of the first half, isn't it?
No, we're in the second half here,
Are
I
we?
think. And it's just, man. This was a game. Of course, your lead jammer here, Thin Mint.
Thin Mint, 1 of 5.
And she put up, how many points did you say?
That would be 13 points for Thin Mint.
Very good to see there from her. 5 points on that pass. Slambolina having a little bit of trouble. Rosie trying to walk her out the door like a good hostess, and she does.
But she also went out of bounds as well, so...
Definitely Rosie's move.
Yeah.
This season, especially.
Well, she's being considerate.
Right. Well, she's a wonderful human being. There we go. That's it.
Bout footage, man. I love watching it. It's
Yeah.
Derby. I love watching that Derby.
I always do. Especially both these teams. Love them both. I did pick up one of Mason Dixon's new T-shirts. They're really super cool. I may have been wearing it the physical day here that we're filming and switched out, obviously, to this. But before we get to this, what was the score? How did it go?
Mason Dixon picks up the Duke 182 to 121.
So roughly 61 point spread. It's Mason Dixon. They hit hard. That's old school Derby. They're just rough and tumble. I was talking to a friend of the show, Ray Gunn, about it this last weekend and the day after actually the bout. And she said, "Oh, good. That's the kind of Derby I like to play." It's just pretty accurate. Too.
Shocker, right?
Yeah.
You know, Ray loves to get in there. And,
She's a hitter.
Yeah.
So.
We just want to do some stats here. We got Ti. She was the point leader of the entire game. Like I said, official, unofficial stats that are rarely official. She had 10 lead jam status, 70 points. Mosh Pit Mama, 5 lead jam status, 24 points. And we had Thin Mint with 5 lead jam status, 13 points. And even Guns, Shenanigans, got 5 points when...
Got a star pass, right?
Yeah, she got a star pass, yeah. And like we said, Pivot's just a jammer in disguise. So then we got the point leader. This, again, I'm off on points, but this was really close. We had Slambellina, 6 lead jam status, 54 points. Trouble Dutch, 5 lead jam status, 53 points. That might be off a little, because it was hard to do, but both did incredible. No, okay, here we go. You ready? I can't say it. So,
okay.
So that name right there. What's her name?
Me. The Mighty Isis.
I can't do it. She has 4 lead jam status, 26 points,
and she jammed maybe all of 5 or 6 times. She
Yeah.
really wasn't in their rotation
No.
a lot. So it's what you do with Isis. You put her up, and she's either gonna shut people up or put up some points and shut them up that way.
That's right.
Either way, they ain't talking.
Yep. Pink Medusa, 2 lead jam status, 17 points. Philadelphia, 3 lead jam status, 10 points. And D-Wall, jammed once, 1 lead jam status, 4 points. In it, quit it, 4.
Yeah, and yeah, D-Wall's she's a hell of a player.
She is.
She's definitely one of those. If you don't pay attention to her, you won't notice the stats and the hits that she pulls. But watch her. If you get a chance to go to a Mason Dixon game, keep an eye on D-Wall as well. We don't talk about her as much for that reason. But I really paid more attention to her in this bout than I usually do, and she's fun to watch. She's a force. She's aptly named.
Yes. So those are some stats.
Yeah. So switching from the game here in Midpoint City over to the Castle of Lions on Eris. Yeah, that's right. This series is back, and it's beautiful, and your childhood has been done right. And if it wasn't part of your childhood, make it part of your whatever hood you're in now. Voltron is awesome. They're not the sponsor, though. The sponsor is Ripped Apparel. Ripped Apparel, where you can get shirts like this. This one, by the way, not one of their 24-hour tees. This was one that they were doing on an anniversary special, which they run periodically every month or two. They'll do, here's 3 shirts for a week for $16 that you can get, and then they lock them off like they all do, ship them out. You can't get it. Once I've got it, you can't get it. So it's a limited edition tee still. In this case, not just the front printed, but also 5 lions on the back because Voltron, and you have to. But $16, still not bad for a t-shirt.
Nope.
You can go to Hot Topic and spend more.
Like I said, if you don't get them, you don't get them. I lucked out, got a Ripped Apparel t-shirt, but I got it from their eBay, which they go up probably, it was like $17. So don't do that.
No, because these are 16. Normally they're 10 if you get them on the daily special, but if you use the promo code GF Derbyland that we've been talking about all season long, this is episode 8 already. We've told you now 8 times. Yeah, that's the ticket. 8 times. We've told you this. GF Derbyland, you get 15% off the order. Guess what? I know the code works because I used it to get this shirt. Saved a little bit of coin, helps with the shipping really more than anything, but you can get shirts, you can get coasters, you can get the books I never remember journals. You can get tote bags now, you can get hoodies, you can get poster prints, you can even get kids onesies now. They do a lot of things. I know there's so many on there that, like, I don't have kids, but God help my bank account when I do for a lot of reasons, but also because they're going to have a bunch of cool stuff from Ripped Apparel. It's rippedapparel.com, the best pop culture tees.
All right.
Yes. I love it. This is so good, so comfortable too. And again, Voltron, get on it. It's on Netflix. Do it. Do it! Oh, it's great.
Yes.
I can't believe I made that reference
You
on here.
did, but it's funny.
Yeah, it is true.
It's going to date us, just, 5 years from now. What's that?
That's true. Hopefully the internet has forgotten about that, and just like it will eventually forget about Bodie McBoatface.
Never.
Nope. But you want to go do your thing?
My thing with the talking and the interviews. Yeah. We apologize. We apologize in advance for the lighting. Sometimes lights get turned off, so can't see, can't hear. Apologize, but it is what it is. It is what it be.
Yep.
I'm gonna do that. Bye. We are here with the MVP for Mason Dixon, Roller Vixens, MVP Jammer, Slambalina. How are you? Captain, I see.
Yes, for tonight.
For tonight only?
Yeah.
Sockham's usually. But hey, she got captain, she got MVP. Since it's your first time on Greetings from Derby, give us a secret origin of your name and number.
My Derby name comes from my favorite band in the world, which is Coheed and Cambria.
Yes.
And there is a character in the comic book that accompanies the music, which is really dorky, and she's like an intergalactic space goddess named Ambaloo. And one of their songs is 2113.
That explains the number. Take us back to the bout. What were some things that you did more effectively this game than other games to be the MVP Jammer?
Other games, our offense was a lot better in this game. We did a lot of helping our jammer, planning ahead of time, trying to really sweep the way for her instead of letting her fight for herself, which is better than what we've done in previous games.
And you definitely earned it. I'd like to end on a fun one. What was the last good book you read? Nothing too hard.
Mars by Ben Bowen. It's a little light reading.
A little light reading right before you go to bed. Okay. MVP Jammer from Mason Dixon, Roller Vixens, Slambalina. Thank you so much. You know this face. She took my arm, and you're like, you better take my arm. I was out of fear, like, oh God, she might hit me because she's the MVP blocker for Mason Dixon, Roller Vixens, the Mighty Isis. I can't do it as well as the Mighty. He's got that baritone voice. I got that voice. How are you, girl?
I'm fine. Tired.
A little tired? You were saying that you were using some muscles that you haven't used in a while because forces.
Yes, it's like going around the turns, like I had to grip my toes together and the water from sliding. I hated it. It made my legs hurt.
Well, it didn't show. You were doing the Mighty Isis butt block of doom. That was just like, please don't do it to me. I'm actually good right here. Okay, you said last time we talked, you were gonna go do some working out with the man. How's that working out? Doing the skating?
I fake workout.
Fake workout? How do you fake workout?
Work out a little bit, then I need a cheeseburger. Then work out a little bit more.
I like that working out. I'm a really big fan of that. I don't know, can you throw a little bit of steak in there too?
Yeah, steak. A little beer.
Ooh, pork chop.
No.
Oh, why no pork chop?
No pork on the floor. Only bacon.
All right, I'll go with bacon.
Bacon lover.
Oh, I'm a bacon lover too, but I like these.
I can fry it.
I'm gonna go hang out with the Mighty Isis. You're gonna fry me some pork chops. The MVP blocker for Mason Dixon, Roller Vixen.
Thank you, baby.
You know this face. She's been on Greetings from Derby before. Betty Bare Knuckles, your MVP blocker for Fredericksburg Roller Derby. How are you?
I'm doing good. How
You
are
had
you?
a long day today, didn't you?
I've had a long couple of days.
Had a long couple of days, so she had to go up and do some hotel stuff and do some commencement stuff. But of course, you knocked it out of the park, just like you knocked it out of the park here tonight. Your MVP blocker. What were some things that you did differently? You normally are a pretty heavy hitter, but what did you do differently in this game?
I'd say today that I definitely try to keep a partner more often than not. We've been really practicing a couple of different strategies in practice that requires us to be a little bit closer together, and so I think I was trying to rely on that more than I had in the past.
It definitely worked. You got movies coming up. You gotta go see some movies. What's the best movie? What's the best movie you've seen so far in the past couple of years?
The last movie that I saw was Deadpool, so it's been a while since I've been to the movies. That was like February.
Yeah, that's February. But hey, that's the one to pick.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. Don't worry, we'll get you out to it.
Okay. sorry.
Okay. Betty Bare Knuckles, your MVP blocker for Fredericksburg Roller Derby. Thank you so much. MVP Jammer for the second time at home this year. TI-83, how are you doing this evening?
Tired.
Yeah, that seems to be a common theme. I'm tired. Yeah, okay.
Tired.
I understand you're tired. You have the a very physical sport going on, but you had, I think, by my unofficial stats, you would be leader on 7 points.
Wow. That was a very hard game.
Yeah, it was pretty.
We put up a good fight.
Absolutely, it was a very good fight. Good fought. What were some things that you did different? I saw a lot of toe stops on the edges of the tracks. Is that something you have been working on?
We have been practicing that at a practice kind of like very recently. So I was actually kind of surprised it worked the couple of times it did.
The few times at least I saw it, you definitely kind of walked in on your toe stops.
It was luck.
It was luck. It was just luck. It was gravitational push, pull, and it was just luck that was made all the way through. My former train buddy was here. I know the train wasn't for her, but it's okay. It's not for a lot of people, and I tend to do that with females. They just kind of want to run away from me, but it's okay.
Not true.
She's
Not
she's still my buddy, and I love her to death. TI-83, your MVP Jammer for Fredericksburg Roller Derby.
Good night.
Okay. I don't know what's going on here.
So hi everybody.
Hi.
I'm KVD, of course. I'm here up in York, Pennsylvania, a little bit away from where I'm used to at here. I've got our MVPs who are also doing double duty in track maintenance. We've got Slamantine, the Kitty Whipped, your blocker and jammer here for York City as far as MVPs are concerned. So we'll start with you first,
Okay.
Slamantine.
Yep.
Secret origin of your derby name and number.
Oh wow! Unfortunately, there's no secret origin to my name other
Okay.
than people say that it's like slamming into a brick wall.
Fair enough.
So I felt like it fit. 27 has always been my number. My grandfather used to send me money in checks that always added up to 9. So anytime I have to pick a number, I always make sure the digits add up to 9.
Okay.
27 adds up to 9.
Works for me. I like it. Secret origin of your derby name and number.
I couldn't actually come up with one, so the coach, Devours, was like, text me one day and go, this is your name. All right, here you go for this.
Nice. Perfect. Think of the number, no
Number's
origin.
my favorite number, so I just threw that in there. Seems to work. No one else picked it.
So what's the team doing? I've noticed, so from what I've heard from where the team's been, where they are now, you're with the apprentice patch. Sorry, WFTDA apprentice patch. So what's the team doing to just become more effective and get ready, geared up?
Lots of wall work.
Yeah, I say it's been lots of wall work. We've had a nice core group of girls now that are very committed. Show up 3 times a week, work together. We do a lot of stuff as a team, a lot of events as a team. The more I think we're together as a team, the more we work better on the track as a team.
And we always do one fun one on the show. It's been a long time running joke with my co-host,
Oh, great.
who's back in Virginia at the moment. Who's better, Batman or Superman?
Can I just say Wonder Woman?
Correct. No argument there.
I like that answer.
I'll go with that.
Better,
Is that the team answer?
Yeah.
You know, I'll tell you, it's part of the Trinity. So here's again, Slamantine Kitty Whipped, your MVP blocker and jammer for York City. Thank you, ladies.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you for the announcing.
All right, I am here now with your Two Rivers Roller Derby MVP blocker and jammer. Blocker, Apocalypse Frau. Rainbow Bite Me is your jammer. Ladies, that was a hell of a game.
Thank you. Yes.
That was awesome. Both of you especially definitely earned these.
Thank you.
So we'll start with this. We'll start with you. What's the secret origin of your derby name and number?
Oh, okay. Well, my number, 22, has always been my number growing up through sports, and it's my birthday, so it's my lucky number. Rainbow Bite Me. I like colors and I like rainbows, so my teammates helped me put Rainbow Bite Me together.
Sounds good to me.
They said I had to be a little bit mean on it, so I put the Bite Me at the end.
All right, Frau, what about you? What's the secret origin of yours?
So I'm an 8th grade German teacher, so I'm called Frau anyway, and we just came up with Apocalypse Frau, and my number is my husband's and my anniversary, so
Oh, that's pretty cool.
yeah.
I like it. So Two Rivers, I'm not as familiar with the team. For the B team is the Rapids,
Yes.
right? So how big is Two Rivers?
We have about 23, 25.
Yeah, 25-ish.
It's been fluctuating lately
Yeah.
because of injuries and people's lives need adulting, so they can't play as often. I know. So it goes and comes. 25 total.
So how many? So 2 teams total for the
We try, but it tends to sometimes intertwine.
There's a lot of overlap.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
understand. Do you all have any advice for any other teams out there that are maybe in that growth period of going from 1 full team to getting to 2 full?
Just don't lose faith.
Focus on the positive.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Like
Yeah.
you got to get through the tough times to make it to the easy
Yeah.
times. So everyone has their periods of, growth.
Good to hear. We always end on a fun one. This has been our long time running. This is our 2nd season of this show, and my co-host couldn't be with me. He's normally the one doing the interviews. So ask, who's better, Batman or Superman?
Oh, so much Batman.
I was gonna go with Batman too.
Okay, all right. You get that one, New Jersey night. All right, so once again, it's Apocalypse Frau, Rainbow Bite Me, your MVPs from Two Rivers. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much.
A little scared. Hold me, someone. I went to go do interviews, and then I come back and he's usually here, right? And not that I'm complaining, he's not here, but usually what's
Hello.
hello?
Yeah, had to go do some myself.
You're stealing my gimmick again?
Yeah, well, it took me. It's why I'm so sweaty right now. I had to run all the way to York real quick to do York City and Two Rivers call it and do some interviews.
Gimmick infringement, guys.
Yeah. By the way,
Give me a lawyer.
Those interviews, that episode, that whole thing. There's no episode for that bout because it was a very last minute thing. Kim Deal with it again, friend of the show. Asked last minute if either of us could do it. You weren't able to. I happened to be free that day, so I went up. I grabbed Mosh, took her with me, so she took over the Derbyland Instagram, which helped, and also filmed, which normally would have been really easy for anybody who maybe has never worked a camera before, but the way it all played out, as you saw, there was track repair going, or track maintenance that was going on. The girls were having to tear it up, so it was all guerrilla, running gun. And we got the interviews. They sound good. There's good questions.
I guess that's all that matters. I guess.
Yeah. And now you know that one group said Batman, but the other group said Wonder Woman. Can't argue.
Really can't.
It's the Trinity. We've got the Trinity of answers on this question.
Trinity.
Finally,
Yeah.
2 seasons of asking this question.
Trinity represent.
Now let's see if anybody will actually answer somebody maybe different than the Trinity. Maybe we'll get a Marvel fan. A Marv old fan.
One of these days, Marv, you're on this show.
Oh yeah, this show, not this.
Right.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Do it. Right in his face.
No, that's the only thing that makes me... No, it doesn't make me any money.
It really doesn't.
Cool, we got some news, things we want to go into. We're going to start for a 2nd episode in a row. Unfortunately, stupid somber. So these episodes have been a little late. This one is not as much so as episode 7. Part of what was going on that we didn't talk about in the last episode was really us needing to know how to feel. We've talked about this for 2 seasons. About our good friend Monster Mike. That's Monster Rock from Fredericksburg Roller Derby's husband and his battle with pancreatic cancer. The upswing of it was he was going through a bunch of treatments, going through chemo. The doctors were really sure this time. They'd opened him up, found it, switched to the gallbladder, moved as well to the gallbladder, so they got rid of that, stitched him back up, and through some more chemo. All the tests showed clear. Everything showed positive. They're going in. They're going to take it out. In the end, it's inoperable.
Yeah.
Not really the news we wanted to give.
Nope.
Yeah. So I really don't know how to feel about that. Other than I can tell you absolutely that those two have shown to both of us that true love can exist in the world. They are the picture of love. They're wonderful human beings, and I wish them the best. The family's GoFundMe that was set up last year is still open. They do need a lot of help with the financial side of this as we're getting where we're getting. You never know. He's still here. He's still with it. There's always time for a miracle. If you are into sending good vibes, do it. If you're religious, and I don't really care what religion that is, pray to whoever. Pray for a miracle. Let's hope. Yeah. That's the unfortunate downside. That link will be in the show notes. Same with the link for Bill Carroll and for Marv. Those are still going on, so please help them out. Positive notes? Let's bring this back up.
Like every time we talk about the end of every Derbyland episode, what are we going to talk about this time? Same thing.
Summer Affair, brought to you by the Cleveland Guardians. With London Mulling, the guy behind the scenes on the Cleveland Guardians side, and of course Champ Unkind, our head announcer. We've finalized this. It's going to be Quadzilla, Smacktivist, Tink, Just Wing It, Bootyquake, Next Level Skate Shop, Antic, Roller Derby Athletics, V Diva, Snot Rocket Science, and the one at the top of the list for some reason, Greetings from Derbyland.
I really have no idea why we're getting pushed this hard, but thank you for doing so.
Yeah, good. Pez is going to be our camera director for the weekend. He'll be filming a bunch of things, including a Quadzilla jump, another hopeful record breaker.
Love to get that on film.
Yeah, we're bringing Mosh Pit Mama to take over the social media again.
Speaking of Quadzilla, hopefully we'll be skating by then. Maybe you can teach us some things.
We're going to be skating?
I've said too much.
Spoilers. But yeah, you should check out that. Again, always subscribe to our YouTube channel and see all the cool things we're doing. One more bit of news, something really cool that we're going to do is we're doing the Greetings from Derbyland t-shirts. We
finally got the shirts coming.
Yeah, shirts. Anybody who helped us with the Kickstarter, the mugs will be a part of this order coming up soon, along with the vinyl stickers. You've already had your name in everything, and you're going to continue to. So all of that's going to be ordered at the same time, but we thought about it, and we've had some people say, man, I wanted to help with the Kickstarter, but I couldn't because it was the start of the season. We had no money because of new jerseys for everybody in the world of Derby. New jerseys, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Party bonus. All right.
So we're going to open up. We've all discussed it. We agree. Pre-orders for the T-shirts. They're going to be $15 a piece. By the time this episode goes live, you will be able to go to gfderbyland.com, find a link. It'll be all over our Facebook. Like I said, $15. You'll have a shirt. Greetings from Derbyland. Our sponsors on it. The design of which, by the time you see this episode, will have been finally completed. Whoever our graphics guy is, get on it. KVD. So yeah, that's cool. Make sure to check those out. Please buy those. All of that money goes to help support all the Derby that we cover, us getting to these events, getting to these things, upgrading our equipment so we get better audio for you, better video for you, maybe even upgrading to video that isn't recorded later. We'll see. So check that out.
All right. On a quick note, this past weekend was ECDX. I don't have any scores, but saw some Team Maryland go. And I saw a picture of an old friend of the show, Princess Leia, up in her, rocking her Team Maryland jersey. And it was good to see. And because of this bout, a prominent member of Team Maryland couldn't make it because she was in this bout.
Would that be the Mighty Isis?
I don't know. What's that name like that?
Oh, it's the Mighty Isis.
Okay.
I should really put an effect on that later.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Echo it.
I haven't yet. So yes. So hashtag sprinkle sprinkle. Good job there. Always good to see Slaya on that. And yeah, Carbomb is on the team as well.
Also good to see Slaya back on her feet after the last time we saw her. She went down screaming in pain. She's good now.
Which never happens. She
causes the screams.
Right. But she was pretty much very immediately back up within a little to no time. Which is good to see. Of course. Glad there was no major injury.
Right. That's about it for me.
Cool. Well, then make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can find out all the other content that we're working on. Make sure to check us out over at the Operation Maelstrom. That's at Maelstrom channel and see all the shorts that we're doing. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe when it comes to Facebook. But otherwise, you've seen the sign on the side of the road that says you're exiting Derbyland. I'm KBD.
New Jersey night.
Good night. And thank you.